Hello, everyone. You're welcome to Plan Leadership Series. And the simple objective of this leadership series is to impact people or equip people with relevant leadership skills and experiences that can help you to become an effective leader. And I want to appreciate you for joining again today or for considering to watch this leadership series again today. Last week, we started with a very big concept in leadership that I want to believe that it has helped your life, and that is leading yourself. So we saw that when you start leading yourself, one of the first things that would happen to you is that it would reveal your strength to you, and so that you can begin to harness your strength to better your leadership. Today, I'm going to talk about something different that leading yourself is going to do for you. And I'm very sure you're ready for this. Okay, leading yourself, what is it going to do for you apart from revealing your strength to you? I want to tell you today that leading yourself would also reveal your weaknesses to you. I know you weren't expecting that, or probably you were expecting me to say something that is also going to excite you, something that is going to, make you feel good. But trust me, this is also going to make you feel good. When you start leading yourself, your weaknesses would be revealed to you. And see, it is not bad for you to have a knowledge of your weaknesses. It is not bad. It is not bad for you to identify the weaknesses in your life. Because as a leader, you must understand that you need to pay attention to your weaknesses so that you can eliminate it out of your life. The reason is because the people you are leading, they are hoping that through your leadership, they can see what is obtainable and what is possible in their own life. So you're like an example for them. So when they look at you or they look at your leadership and they are not seeing a growth in terms of you changing your weaknesses and becoming better, they also feel that they cannot grow better, they cannot do better in their own journey in life. And that's why you as a leader, you're an example for them. And that is why you also need to be conscious about getting out of your weaknesses, because that is also going to help the people that you lead. You must also understand that the people that you lead, they already know that there is no one that is perfect. There is no one that is perfect. In fact, there is just one that is perfect, which is God. So the people you lead are not expecting you to be perfect. What they're expecting from you is just a growth. It's just for you to become better, because they desire to become better and they need to see a template that can prove to them that they too can become better. And that is what leadership is all about, because you are the template that tells people that you can grow out of your weaknesses and become better. That's leadership. And that is why you need to pay attention to your weaknesses so that you can eliminate your weaknesses out of your life. You know, one of the things that your weaknesses will do to you if you don't pay attention to them and eliminate them out of your life, you know what it's going to do for you? One of the things it is going to do for you is that if you don't confront the weaknesses now, that weakness, it will come back and kick you away from the front. I'm going to say that again. The weakness you don't confront today will come back and kick you away from the front. See, there is something in leadership that is called patience threshold. Patience threshold. And your followers, they have that patience threshold. They will create excuses for you. They will create excuses for your weaknesses. But that excuse can only last for a particular period of time. By the time they expect that you should have evolved, you should have changed, you should have become better, and you are not presenting yourself that way, they will get to that. They will get to their patience threshold that they won't be able to take it again. And you start seeing that at that point, some followers start to revolt against their leader. Some followers start to revolt against the leadership that they are under. And you don't want to get to that point in your leadership, because as soon as you get to that point in your leadership, you begin to lose your honor, you begin to lose your worth, you begin to lose your leadership. You begin to lose your leadership. And that's it. And that's why when you begin to pay attention to leading yourself, you will discover that there are some weaknesses in your life that you really need to kick out of your life. You really need to fake out of your life. Can I tell you this? That leadership is like a product. In fact, for me, I'm just going to tell you that leadership is product or leadership is a service. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Every product that was designed by any manufacturer was created to solve a problem. Any service that is rendered by any company, any organization was created to solve a problem. And that's the same thing with leadership. Leadership is solving problem. Leadership is solving problem amongst other things. Leadership is solving problem, and that's why I can consider leadership as a product or a service. But this is the point that I want to make to you. Every organization, every company that has global relevance, that has thrived in their space, you will notice that when they were coming up with their product, what we call product design, when they were developing their product, when they were developing their services, one of the things they paid attention to was the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis. And what's the SWOT analysis? It's an analysis that comprises of the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, and the threat in the business, in the product, in the services. But this is where I want to take your attention to. You will notice that one of the components of that SWOT analysis is weakness. So every manufacturer, every thriving business, every global company, any business that has global relevance, they understand that you need to pay attention to the weaknesses in your product, because when you pay attention to the weaknesses in your product, you will know how to improve your product. You will know how to improve the quality of your product, because what people want is qualitative services, qualitative product. That is what people want. As soon as you pay attention to the weakness in your product, you discover that you would be able to deliver a better solution to people. And that's the same thing with leadership. In leadership, when you pay attention to your weakness and you try as much as possible to eliminate it out of your life, what you're doing to yourself is that you're creating a qualitative leadership for yourself. You're creating quality out of your leadership. And see, people would naturally gravitate towards something that is of good quality. People would naturally gravitate towards something that is of good quality. Resources and people would naturally flow in the direction of something that is of good quality. And that's why a lot of people are aiming for followership. But can I tell you that maybe you should pay attention to you developing your qualitative nature. Maybe you should pay attention to emerging or eliminating the weaknesses in your life, and you will see that as soon as you become as soon as you increase in your quality level, you will discover that both resources and people will flow in your direction, because naturally the way this world was designed is that both humans and resources will flow in the direction of something that is of good quality. And that's what eliminating your weaknesses will do for you. It will help you to become a quality leader. It will help you to become a good leader that can show other people what is obtainable, what is possible. And that if I can grow as a leader, if I can emerge as a leader, if I can do better as a leader, that means the people that I'm also leading can also grow, can also do better, can also do away with their weaknesses. So why is it that people are not willing to embrace their weaknesses? Why is it that people shy away from their weaknesses? Why is it that leaders specifically shy away from their weaknesses? I'm going to tell you two things. Number one, I think it is fair, and I stand to be corrected. I think it is fair. A lot of people, a lot of leaders are afraid of their weaknesses. Can I ask you a question today? Any reason why you are afraid of your weakness? Or any reason why you are afraid of the weaknesses that are in you? See, like I said earlier, there is only one person that is perfect, and it's God. And we know that you can't be perfect, but what people are only demanding from you is that you become better. There is no reason why you should be afraid of your weaknesses. There is no reason. There is no reason why you need to see your weakness as a Dracula that can destroy your life. No, the thing is that you need to face it. You need to face that weakness, because if you refuse to face that weakness, you would not be able to solve it. And see, that fear is just the false evidence that is appearing so real to you. That fear is going to damage your leadership, because it's not going to allow you pay attention to your growth. It's not going to help you eliminate the weaknesses in your life. And that's why you shouldn't be afraid of your weaknesses. You need to face it. You need to face it once and for all. When you face it, you would be able to get yourself out of that space and become a better leader and become a better solution to people. The second reason why people are not willing to embrace their weaknesses, because people have said to themselves, they've given themselves this notion that this is who I am. I don't think I can change. This is who I am. I don't think I can change. See, that notion, that mindset is only preparing a leader for destruction. Oh, I'm so sorry for that intense word, but that's the truth. That mindset that tells you that this is who you are, that you can't become better, that this is who you are, that you can't change. That mindset is only preparing you for a downfall. It's only preparing you for a failure in your leadership. And that's why you can't buy that. You can't buy that concept. You can't buy that mindset. Can I tell you that when every child was given birth to, that child is in a blank state. Yeah, that child is in a blank state. And that's what we call tabula rasa. That child is in a blank state. By the time that child starts interacting with the environment, with the family, with people around him, with colleagues, the child begin to inculcate the value system of that environment, the value system of the things that he or she is interacting with. And that's why some of the weaknesses in our lives as a leader came into our life as a result of some of the things that we've been exposed to, either at the early stage of our life or as we grow. Some of those things, some of those weaknesses, they came into our life because we've interacted with some things, and that was the way we saw life. That was the way we thought things should be done. That was the way we thought that life should go. And see, there is nothing wrong with some of your experiences. There is nothing wrong with some of the things that you went through. There is nothing wrong with some of the bad experiences that you had in your early childhood stage. Your bad experiences, they are not entirely bad. They are asset for you, because that is going to make you become better. So what you need to do as a leader is that you need to recalibrate your mind. You need to recalibrate your mind that what came into me as a weakness, as a result of an exposure to an environment, to certain people, can also be changed, because it was not there initially. It came because I interacted with that environment. It came because I interacted with those set of people. It came because that was all I knew that is okay. But right now, I got to change. Right now, it can become better. And that's why you also need to expose yourself to something new that can reinform you that you can become better. And that's what you do to yourself in leadership. That's what you do to yourself when it comes to eliminating your weaknesses. Don't accept that your weakness is who you are. See, who you are is the better version of you. The definition of your true self is not your weakness. The definition of your true self is the better version of yourself. And that's why you need to be committed to identifying those weaknesses in your life, so that you can pay attention to them and eliminate them out of your life. And that's how you grow in leadership. That's how you become better. That's how you provide a better leadership for people. That's how you develop people to become better in leadership. That is how people would appreciate and value your leadership. You know, I told you, people already know that there is no one that is perfect, but they just want to see that you're also growing as a leader. There is no reason why a leader should ask his follower to grow if he is not committed to growth, if he is not committed to coming out of his weaknesses. So it's a lot today. It's a lot to soak in. So maybe you want to just go back to this teaching, go back to this leadership series, and just listen to it over and over. And it's going to help you. It's going to change your mind. It's going to help you to become a better version of who you are. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope this has met your need one way or the other. It has met your leadership need one way or the other. I want you to drop your comment in the comment section. Just let me know what you think. And in case if you have any question, you can also just put it in the comment section, and I'll be willing to provide answers to those questions. I'll be willing to provide answers to those questions. I would also appreciate if you can just share this this leadership series. If you can also share it with some people that you know, some people that are your friend, that and they're also leaders, and you also want them to become better in their leadership journey. Share with them, and I really believe that this is going to change their leadership life. Please drop your comments and let me just know what you think about this. Remember, I love you, thank you, and bye.